go. Alrighty. What's good? We're back with another vlog. We got triceps and shoulders today on the menu. I kind of switched around the split a little bit. I'm going more towards the 4-day split. I'm more comfortable with that. I just want to be in the gym more than like the 3 days. If you guys remember, because I ran the split before, it starts off with shoulders, triceps, and then the other days are back, chest, biceps, and then legs. I'm still fucking sore from the legs a couple days ago. Boom. Code monkey to save on that. The gaming formula is pretty much done. I'm going on a call tomorrow to talk about it. I'm gonna do a gaming supplement, and then I'm probably gonna make my own flavor of Wrecked. We're just focusing on the gaming supplement just to like establish it with Huge because they don't have one yet. And it'll be pina colada flavor. I'm still gonna start off with the compound, so I'm gonna do dumbbell shoulder press. Main premise of the video is going to be, we'll say, biggest mistakes on my fitness journey. First one we get into, it's obviously going to be progressive overload. I feel like a lot of people just sleep on overall tracking their lifts. You'd be surprised the motherfucking influencers I hung out with that don't have a fucking Excel in sight tracking their lifts. No, just nothing. And then they wonder why they're not seeing progress. It's probably because you're moving the same weights for the same reps or even less than the previous session. So, I mean, there's lots of good programs out there. You can find what's best for you. Like I said, I'm on the 4-day, so that's just what's working best for me, but I've been doing the 3-day, I've done the 6-day, I've done the powerlifting, upper lowers, you name it. This is just what works best for me. You play around with it. Like I said, there's not really a blueprint for it, just whatever works best, but progressive overload and sticking to a program and a regimen is your best friend, especially if you want to see progress, especially if you're a natural lifter. And if you're a beginner, take advantage of that shit, because I was just, did you go through that? You just go in the gym, chest, biceps every fucking day, because those are just the muscles that you notice when you're a kid, but it'll benefit you.
What's the curls for the girls?
Buys for the guys, tries for the girls. Kind of starting with the basics is the best. That's why I'm a big advocate for getting good at the big 3, like bench, squat, and deadlift, just to build the foundation. And it's stupid easy to add weight on it when you're a beginner, and that way you know that you're making progress. Plus it's good to build the other little muscles in between your muscles, like all the stabilizers and your tendons, because the first time I benched, you're fucking...
Oh, for sure, yeah.
I don't know what to call that, like motor pathways. Yeah. They're all fucked up. Like you can't balance stuff, so it's a good way to start. 5x5 is a good one. David Lade put me on that. Like the just basic 5x5 or Wendler 531. Tons of them out there, but progressive overload I would say is probably the most important in my eyes, just gym wise. Obviously there's other stuff outside the gym and we'll get to that, but first thing you should focus on is programming. Program leak. If you got it, you got it. You gotta do what's best for you. That's why I have not dropped the fucking program yet. Why would I drop what works best for me for y'all? Y'all gotta find out what works best for you. My reps isn't gonna be your reps. What I can handle for volume isn't gonna be what you can handle for volume. So I'm gonna get warmed up on dumbbell shoulder press. We're gonna use this bad boy this time so my shoulders aren't fucking flying everywhere and I'm unbalanced as shit. So I'm keeping it 8 to 10 for shoulders. I kinda like a little bit, couple more reps. Just for shoulders press specifically, I usually keep it lower rep scheme for like chest and shit, but we'll do like a set of 12 instead of 10 to get the blood flowing. Just try to get that top set as quick as you can, but do not sleep on the warm-up sets. Mindset tips for that top set of failure, pretty much say 5 more reps or my family dies. If I fail here and then I can drop it, but I'm just going till I can't. I like to pick my movements with that too. Like y'all see me rock with the Smith machine, because if I do 5 more reps and my family dies on bench, I might die. So gotta think about that, but let's go failure.
Can't get no sleep.
Compared to last time, my strength like went in the fucking gutter last time.
How much strength have you lost, do you think?
If anything, I think on paper, I've gained or maintained pretty across the board.
Dude, that means when you do your show, like the amount of muscle you'll have, almost probably like triple the amount you had last time.
I think it's big on mindset too, because I feel like too many people go into dieting or prep and they want to change all this bullshit with the programming, but if anything, you gotta keep the intensity and if not up it. Like I know people that take away sets but up intensity. Dude, when they're on prep.
I agree. I think the most important thing is to keep doing exactly what you're doing. I would almost switch to machines to limit the amount of variables that can injure you. To me,
I was was just saying that, wasn't I? Because I was like, I pick movements that I can go balls to the wall on, like Smith machine bench instead of normal bench. Because I was like, if I got 5 more reps and my family dies, I'm gonna fucking drop it on my neck. In comparison to that, I can drop it on my neck and like and rack it.
You're gonna say that, but
All right, let's get into number 2 things I was fucking up on my fitness journey. So people do not take form serious, and I mean, I see all the pressure of these strong, geared up motherfuckers on whatever platform you're watching swing around this heavy weight. That's because they can swing around that heavy weight, okay? So don't go looking at Sam rowing 400 or Lex pulling 700 and think you can just hop the gun and do it. They got years under their belt, training, progressive overload, all the stuff I'm finna tell you, so you don't fuck up on your journey. Form is gonna be a game changer for building muscle for you, especially with shoulders. Shoulders was a big weak point of mine, and when I addressed my bad form with my shoulders and started building the mind-muscle connection, feeling it in the right places, that's when my shoulders blew the fuck up. And that doesn't mean that you can't move around heavy-ass weight. Don't get that wrong. It's moving heavy-ass weight with good form trumps moving heavy-ass weight without the good form. You're gonna help your mobility, you're gonna get the biggest range of motion, and that's gonna equal more gains. So more active range of motion equals more gains. For instance, like right here, my muscles technically under load all the way up to here is when I get a peak contraction. So if I was just doing this, move around twice the weight, I mean, I'm moving twice the weight, but I'm not getting any of this, which is arguably the most important part of the peak contraction. So start off with where you can get and then beat yourself every week. It's all about you versus you. Don't fucking focus on XYZ on TikTok, whoever you're following. Don't be in too much of a rush, okay? I've been in the gym fucking 8 years. Time flies when you're having fun, but focus on the basics now so you don't fuck up later and you're not like stuck in a wheelchair. You feel me? Alrighty, we're gonna wrap up side delts, doing some cable side lateral raises. I just prefer this grip. You know the cuffs and stuff? Some people like those, where you just put the cuffs and you raise it. I just like the metal handle. I like the feel of it. I don't know, it feels old school, but I'm gonna do 6 to 8 reps. I'm gonna pause it at the top. I know that's like objectively not a lot of reps to a lot of people, but I mean, if you're doing an honest eccentric, like on the way down and giving it a good pause on the way up, then you should be good. And then I obviously bust out those partials, but after I get like a full range of motion rep, last rep, then I'll bust out those partials. I don't count the partials or anything either. That's just to like finish off the muscle and gas it out, but that should wrap up shoulders. I got shrugs after, but like for direct shoulder work, that'll wrap it up. So shoulders is wrap. We're starting off with tricep pushdowns to start with triceps. Just to get that good contraction with it, I like the straight bar. A, because I can do more weight with it. And B, I feel a better contraction with the straight bar. If it's anything like closer than this on the straight bar, it limits my range of motion and it like fucks with my wrists and stuff, but just whatever's comfortable. This is what's comfortable for me. Some people like rocking with the squiggly one or the rope. I just find I can't do as much weight when I'm doing like the rope and stuff I was using before. Gonna do 2 warm-up sets since I'm starting a new muscle group. That's usually what I'll do, and then I'll do 1 warm-up set after that, but 2 warm-up sets, and then I'll rock a 8 to 10 rep with this one. I'm starting off half stack, full stack.
Full stack.
Next mistake that I was making that you guys can work on is not sleeping enough. If you're not sleeping enough, your hormones aren't gonna be in balance. You're not gonna be able to recover from your sessions. Sleep is where you're gaining the muscle, so you're leaving gains on the table. Have you noticed that if you sleep more, your skin health is better too?
Yeah,
I think it just has to do with recovery.
Your body's
and I think
just happier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just works a lot better in your favor. If I don't sleep enough, it just affects my whole day with thinking. There's less motivation. I'm more irritable. You're probably grumpier if you don't get a lot of sleep. That's just like a human reaction. I started setting an alarm to go to bed, and then my body usually just wakes up naturally at around 8 hours of sleep. That's usually what I like to do. Like I said, I recover a lot better. I've been keeping a lot more strength in comparison to my last cut, and I fully believe that is because of my sleep. And the more rest days too. I mean, I'm still PRing and I'm about to wrap up my mini cut. I've been cutting for like 8 weeks. Take that for what you will. I think sleep is the biggest performance enhancer that people aren't utilizing. So try sleep more and your gains will thank you. Okay? I'm gonna hit a heavy set of skull crushers. I just prefer straight bar, whatever feels best on your joints. Even on the straight bar, I like to keep it even with like a parallel grip. I'm pretty sure that's like a good bench accessory too. People like to do like guillotine presses, all for triceps. So some people are like, oh my God, he's using a fucking straight bar on skull crushers. It's just what feels best for me. I already did a warm-up set. I'm gonna go for like 6 to 8 reps. If it's 5 and it's failure, I'll take it. I'll still track it and I'll try to get better next week, but we'll just see. I'm gonna add 5s each side though. Alright, road to 2 plates hanging from my ball sack for dips. Still not like a master at dips, so I'm gonna go body weight, then I'm gonna go plate, and based off how that plate moves, we'll see. Alrighty, next day, I'm about to cook breakfast. I'm gonna get into my next mistake, which is neglecting whole foods and nutrient-dense foods. I've noticed, especially comparing this cut to my last, my food selection has been a lot better. I was on a lot of, what do you call those foods that like list, like they have a lot of protein but they're actually capped? It's like the nitrogen balance thing or whatever.
Yeah,
I guess it's just like less nutrient dense foods, you could call it. But I was eating that and I noticed my energy levels were down.
Same with like the mass gainer for those guys that are bulking and shit.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, like mass gainers and the shit that we even saw the IsoPure that has like 40 grams of protein. I'm calling cap on it.
Yeah.
I don't think it has 40 grams of protein. You can make whole foods taste bomb too, and you're gonna be fuller longer, especially if you're on a cut. Whenever you resort to kind of all that artificial stuff, especially like adding a ton of sweeteners into your diet, you're just gonna increase your cravings. So when I just prepare my food to make it taste bomb and you feel much better, your body will thank you. People sleep on nutrition just because they kind of get into the mentality of treat food like fuel or whatever.
Yeah.
And so there's always healthier options and they're not always super fucking expensive. Like I get that big ass bag of chicken for like $5 and it has like 12 fillets in it. It's really up to you. And then I already put you guys on the fucking rice. These things are stupid cheap. Just get a Costco membership and you'll be chilling. Oh, I just got these in. We can do a little box opening. We got the wheels. Apparently Fitment Industries sends them with the wheels already connected to the tire.
No, I've never even seen them like that.
That's pretty fucking clutch. I got the plate cover I had on the Supra. I got a new one.
Sweet.
Yeah, paid a little tribute. They smell so good, Brett.
They smell so good, Brezza. Oh.
That's so clutch. Shout out Fitment Industries for that. It's not even a sponsor. I just went through them. We're just gonna reveal everything that's gonna be put on when we get back from the trip. Watch. MSS Track lowering springs. They're adjustable lowering springs. The plan is to go on the LA trip and then we're gonna be like, yo, Envision, let's make a sick fucking edit putting all this on, cause they were pretty sad about the whole super thing. So, but they're hyped to help with this build. They said they can't wait to make this motherfucker a beast. And we got the intercooler too. This is the Unitronic upgraded intercooler. It's honestly just healthier for the car if you get an intercooler when you go stage 1. Just in most cases, especially with Golfs, because the underhood gets super fucking hot. And then the stage 1 for the TCU and ECU. We are good to go, baby. We got the wheels, the lowering springs, because fitment was trash on the GTI, so we're doing that immediately. Damn!
Ow.
The tune, we're gonna try to get similar numbers to around 440. We'll see how it runs. And then we can go wash the whip, and I figured out launch control, and I'm gonna test out drift mode with Drew in the car. Next morning, quads. I'm sponsored by Celsius, so this video is brought to you by Celsius. Live fit, no sugar, no preservatives, essential energy. I don't know, I think they just taste good. I was buying them for the longest time, so it's almost out of convenience. But I usually sip on one of these non-carbonated ones because the green tea is good. All right, shout out Venturi, they got us right. You guys probably already saw it on my story, but we got the intake and the engine cover already going. This intake is like the bee's knees, look at that. Sucks it all up in that bitch. Big ass air filter, all carbon fiber. We can give it a little rev, I haven't heard it on camera.
Yeah.
Added about 5 wheel horsepower. But yeah, that's what we got on 4 now. I want to see what this drift mode's about.
Launch time.
Is it going? We're putting all 325 of this horsepower because the intake. That low-key does not feel like 320 horsepower. I don't know about you, but
Nah, it doesn't.
this new updated all-wheel drive system that's not front-wheel dependent is so much cleaner. There was literally no spin on stock wheels and tires. I could just throw on the wheels and tires myself, but I just want it all done at once. It'll be cool to get it all done at once. It'll be like a brand new car. I just don't know where we can drift this bitch.
No, this is
We gotta just actually test normal drifts like on a track. Because I'm
Yeah.
just trying to do donuts.
And we have like a small little parking lot.
I'll play around with, I'm pretty sure you can put different distribution front and rear tire. So I'll figure that out so we can actually do like sick donuts and shit.
Word.
I can't wait to track it, bro. I mean, I want to go out of state to like go to a good track and shit too. Just
Yeah.
make content with other
Bro,
people.
we should just go to Florida. Take a little trip to Florida.
Yeah. Like
Are
that
you
event.
racing this thing at Strat's event thingy?
I mean, no, I'm definitely gonna drag it. We can have like a hot hatch competition.
Yeah.
Like only hatchbacks races. Because I feel like that's only fair. I mean, unless this thing's stage 3, then it might be keeping up with everyone else. I don't even know if stage 3 will be out for Unitronic then. But it's stage 2 on this even. Like,
Yeah.
we'll see. So, next mistake that I made on my fitness journey is definitely
Probably overvaluing.
overvaluing.
Yeah.
Supplements, I feel like people overrate supplements. Like, at the end of the day, if you're eating enough nutrient-dense food, sleeping, and lifting hard in the gym, you're gonna make gains regardless. Supplements, it's almost like a sprinkle on top. You're not gonna get anything major from it. Test boosters and shit aren't gonna actually boost your test. It's just all the essential vitamins that you need in that test booster to maintain good, healthy testosterone. It's just a giant multivitamin, essentially. I would say the cheapest, best option you can go is a solid multivitamin. Multivitamin Huge has one. I know Thorne is another good company. A multivitamin, turmeric if it doesn't have it, and then at night, fish oil and magnesium is good. Just focus on eating, eat enough. If you're not gaining weight, eat more. If you're not losing weight, increase your activity, vice versa. I take supplements just to, like I said, sprinkle on top. So pre-workout when my energy's low, I take pre-workout so I can keep the same intensity I usually do in the gym. Same goes for protein. You can get protein from whole foods like chicken and other lean meats and stuff, or you can supplement it. You're like full and it's kind of like a last thing that you have to do just to get in the protein. Then you can slam a shake, or even same with, I don't even buy mass gainers like the 1300 calorie shake that I used to make, just because I physically just couldn't space out the meals long enough apart. So I would just cap off the night with a heavy calorie shake. But and creatine, if you forget to take your creatine, I promise you're not gonna lose all your gains. I mean, I've went like months without creatine, and I feel like it's like little to no effect. But it's cheap. It's like 10 bucks. Might as well sprinkle it on top. I guess I could give a bonus tip. Try your hardest to not compare yourself to others. Everyone has different genetics. Everyone has different potential. Some people are enhanced, some people aren't. Just focus on you. Control the variables you can control, and that's where you're gonna see the most amount of progress. Because if you're too worried about other people, you're not gonna be able to worry about yourself. You dig? With that being said, I'm gonna wrap up the video here. If you did enjoy, slap that like button in the ass for me. New vlogs every Sunday. Until next time, peace out, baby.
Hold my breath. Smoke fast, so fresh to death. Thank God for every breath. You see, no, still I step.